Hello friends, welcome to Wisdom Wednesdays. Today I'm hanging out with Rachel. She's my granddaughter. So she's over there building with blocks and we're just gonna read while she's doing that. Right, Rachel? Yep. All right, so today we're reading, continuing on in the book of Proverbs as we do on Wisdom Wednesdays. And we're reading from chapter 10 in verses 19 through 22. It's a short read. And I've called this one Prudent and Productive, and it still falls under the third section of the Proverbs of Solomon. So we're reading in the ESV today, Wisdom Wednesdays. When words are many, transgression is not lacking, but whoever restrains his lips is prudent. The tongue of the righteous is choice silver. The heart of the wicked is of little worth. The lips of the righteous feed many, but fools die for lack of sense. The blessing of the Lord makes rich, and he adds no sorrow with it. So it's pretty clear that this section is, again, looking at the productive character of righteous speech. And that's why I called it the prudent and productive. It's not really, I guess it's a contrast of the prudent and productive character of righteous speech. And it reveals the emptiness of foolish speech. So it kind of goes back and forth with that. And at the end, I love this verse here in verse 22. It kind of sits in the center of what this whole chapter talks about wealth, because it says the blessing of the Lord makes rich and he adds no sorrow with it. Understanding that when you have wealth, there is nothing that we have that does not come from the Father, from the Heavenly Father. And this, I think, is true even if you are not one of his children. When we understand God's character and we know that he is sovereign and has the yay or nay on all of these things, that's where it comes from. And the great thing is when we recognize that the blessings that we have are from the Lord, there's no sorrow with it. God does not add sorrow. The sorrows that come, we add those, not God. It's good to understand that your words matter. I was just talking about this last night. Talking about here, it says when words are many, transgression is not lacking. And I certainly fall into that category. It says that the tongue of the righteous is of choice silver, which is saying, so if you're speaking righteously, lovingly, kindly, that's like silver. And then but it says the heart of the wicked is of little worth. Remembering that the words, the things that come out of our mouth come from our heart. Jesus even said that. So if the words that are coming out of your mouth are not kind and rude and wicked and you speak evil things, then that's because that's what's coming out of your heart. And it says that are the righteous lips, or lips of the righteous feed many, but fools die for lack of sense. So again, it's what you talk about and what you say is going to show whether or not you have sense. Anyway, that's what I have to say about that. This much more talks about, being prudent in our speech and how we talk as opposed to being foolish. But it does that last verse there, the blessing of the Lord makes rich, and he adds no sorrow with it. It's the center of what this chapter talks about in terms of your blessings and your wealth that come from the Lord, and he does not add sorrow. Those are things that we add. Anyway, Wisdom Wednesdays today. Proverbs chapter 10, verses 19 through 22 in the ESV, prudent and productive. And have yourself a great day. Hey, Rachel, say goodbye to everybody. Bye.